Hey guys, it's you. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, what's good, besties? So today we're doing something a little bit different, but hopefully it goes well. I'm gonna try not to make it a million miles long because once we're in gas, listen, all bets are off. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my Sims. Somebody requested this video, and I was skeptical for a second because I don't know. I don't know how I make my Sims. Like, I had a style for a long time, and if you watch some of my old YouTube videos, you can kind of see it. But I don't make them like that anymore. I make them a different way, and I don't know. Like, I guess I'm gonna try to explain the process as best I can, and we're just gonna see how it goes. But this is the first sim. Like when I opened up cast, she's here. I am working in my save file because I will probably keep this person after I make them, and they'll be like, a random townie or whatever. Generally speaking, if you have mods in or like some kind of genetic thing in your game, your sims end up looking weird when you randomize. So I'm not gonna randomize, and we're just gonna start with her and see where we can go. One of the very first steps, no, the very first step is to take everything off of her. And usually I do this for every outfit, so I don't have anything, she doesn't have anything on when I get to the other outfits. And I have like a blank slate, but for the sake of this video, we're only gonna do one outfit. Sometimes I go in with like a vibe that I want them to have, so I kind of try to make their face look like it matches that vibe. So like, say if I'm making a fitness club or something, I want her face to match the vibe of somebody I think would be in a fitness club, if that makes sense. But there's no vibe for her right now. We're just gonna go in as if I was starting a new game, right? So this is the most generic possible face you can ever get in The Sims. Everyone looks like this, okay? Her eyes are humongous. Everything else is with her. Her head is small. Her neck is skinny. So first thing I'm gonna do, because she is glowing right now, okay? We are going to make her darker skinned. And actually, we're gonna go with that one. I think that that's valid. Nice. Perfect skin color. And we're also going to raise her shoulders and elongate her face. I promise it'll look normal. Just trust, okay? It'll look normal. We're also gonna make her neck a bit bigger. Already she's looking more proportioned, right? And then I don't mind her eye shape, but I feel like it's kind of regular. Like, I don't know, nothing interesting is happening. So let's see this one. Okay, let's go with that one. Another thing I like to do is I like to make my Sims eyes way smaller. Now this is so different from how I used to make Sims, because I used to make them as big as they could go. It was so crazy. Why did I do that? But now they're pretty small. Like, they really get quite small. And I also do smaller pupils, right? So that's good. Honestly, sometimes I like to lower them. It just depends on the face. Like, this can sometimes look crazy, right? So we'll push them back up a little bit since they're smaller. I do have like, a default eye a default skin overlay, a default eye overlay, or whatever they call it. I'll have that stuff linked in the description. So if you guys are like, oh my god, what eyes are those? It's there. It's there. She honestly, her face is pretty good. I mean, like, I don't really have to do much, but I feel like I've had this face. So just in an attempt to like make it more, like, I don't know, more unique, I need to change her nose. And I'll play around with it a little bit. Okay. We'll start with this preset and we'll go from there. I don't care what anyone says, there's no bad noses. Should I do it wider? I think I kind of want it to be wider. Okay. And then I have a lot of lip presets, and sometimes, I don't know, I like to have a lot of variety in the lips because back when I used to make Sims, I feel like they all look the same. Like, I'm still trying to get that variety in my Sims. I feel like I don't have maybe as much variety as some other people, but you know, we're learning, okay? We're improving. Okay, already I like her face much more than it was when I got in. So I'm just tweaking the face slightly to just see, to like play around until something feels right, you know? That's a big part. Just playing around until something feels right. Now, eyebrows easily the biggest decision you have to make when you're making your sim, because if these eyebrows are wrong, your sim's wrong, okay? That's why I have so many. I do not play when it comes to the eyebrows, okay? Because if you pick the wrong eyebrows, you just have, like, this sim is so much different than this sim. Like, they just make such a humongous difference. It's crazy. I'm thinking, I wish I knew what kind of girl I want her to be. let's make a writer. Okay, we'll make a writer. And ooh, I kind of like a thin eyebrow. It has to be literally the perfect thin eyebrow. I keep going back to these because I like the shading on them. I might have to reshape her eyebrows, like go into her face. Go into her face. I'm dead. I really like this thin eyebrow, but I need to find a way to make it work. She needs different eyebrows. She's looking a little bit pointed right now. But see what I mean? Like, you'll know the eyebrow when you see the eyebrow, right? It's just a feeling. And also, I want her to have brown hair. Like, why does she have... Oh, let's do this one. I really... Wait, is this like the same eyebrow that she had? Let's do... Oh, I like that one a lot. And let's make them softer. Hold on. I like that. I like that. Okay. That's it for her. I do want her to have like more of a rounder face. I don't know if that's really round, but I also don't want her to have like high cheekbones. I think that's what it is. Now, usually I would pick a hair and then pick skin details. So that's what I'm gonna do. I end up more often than not changing the hair afterwards, but I can't do skin details without a hair. So if you guys look, this is this is 5 rows of cast. And look how freaking small my scroll bar is. I have a lot of hair. I don't play, okay? I need all the hair. So at the very least, when I'm making a sim, their hair is typically custom content, but you know, the Sims has been doing something. I don't know, they got some sisters. They got some sisters on the hair team at Sims HQ or wherever. Okay. Because some of the hairs have me eating. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Let's pick just for the sake of this, let's just pick up a base game hair. So she's obviously black, okay. So I want to have a black girl hairstyle. I feel like this needs to be brown. Yeah. Okay, don't like this bun. Let's do this hair. Okay, this is fine to go into skin details. Now I might have to do something about her freaking cranium. Yeah, let's shrink that. Let's just go ahead and shrink that thing. And then also we're gonna put a pause and I'm gonna do something with her body yaddy yaddy. She's a writer. Maybe she works out a little bit Why did it sound like that? Oh, okay. I thought it sounded like that because I made her bigger. But that's just the noise. Okay, sorry. And I mean, I will say I am a little bit of a one trick pony when it comes to body shape. I'm trying to get better about it, but you know, I like what I like. I like what I like. All my sins do have stuff going on in the back. That's because I don't have any. So I hate to say that, but it's true. Okay, I know about myself. Okay. Um, I don't know. I wish I could see what these looked like, but ooh, the presets change stuff so drastically. Like this gives like okay. Let's just go back, and we're just gonna stick with the regular EA preset. I mean the EA body shape, and work from there. Okay, I think that's good enough for her. I think it matches her face. Okay. And then we're going to go into skin details. Usually, okay, skin details completely change the way a sim can look. Now, I do have a skin overlay, but I put more, right? I'm pretty sure my skin overlay is agave, but I put agave again. And this, I can't remember who this is by. Hold on, let me see. Oh, this is by Nesuri. I don't actually know if that's how you say it, but I'll put it up on the screen. You guys know. And this is a default and a non-default skin blend. So I have both. I have the default skin blend and I use the like overlay, right? For example, I'm going to use like just a more drastic one so you guys can see just how much it affects the sim. So like this is a more drastic one, right? And then if I do the one I usually use, like, and then if I take it off. So this is the first one. It doesn't affect it too much. I think I usually do like, just to try to keep the same kind of Maxis look. I do that, but one that I used to use all the time was this one. I don't use this one as much anymore, or at all, really, but they're still good. But nothing is beating agave. Like, even the other ones that I have, I use this one sometimes too. But this one's nice. Ooh, wait a second. Did one just move up the list? I mean, you can't. I don't think you can beat agave though. It just keeps the same, like the face that you make in Sins, or like before you put the skin blend on, it's the same face you'll have with the skin blend, just like a little bit more dimension and depth or whatever. What else? Let's see. I usually put eyelashes on because I love eyelash. I have a million, right? So she has something on that's messing this up. I'm pretty sure it's the hair. If I had to guess from looking at it, she doesn't have anything else on, so it must be the hair. That just means I have to pick a different eyelash. So I can either go with eyelashes in here, or I also have eyelashes in the like eyelash, the actual eyelash spot. I do like that these ones say which thing it conflicts with. So like if I have these eyelashes, I can't have glasses. Or if I have these eyelashes, I can't have rings, right? But I want her to have like a more natural eyelash thing happening here. So we're going to do, oh, and this one says it too, bracelets or glasses. Let's go bracelet because I think I do want her to have glasses. But I think that this is pretty good for like a more naturally look. I feel like I always pick the same one. Maybe I should switch it up. Immediately doesn't switch it up. Let's do this one. It's different. It doesn't really fit her eye shape though, because she has more like round eyes that are bigger in the middle. So we're gonna go with these ones. So after I pick the eyelashes, I like to go back into here if I don't use the eyelashes from here, and I usually will add like something else in this category, and it's typically like eye bags or something, because I don't know, look how much, okay, with them, without them, like it just adds, it just adds to it. Like look at her face, she's so cute. I don't know which kind I want her to have. I feel like I want them to be just a little bit bigger, maybe like this. Yeah, maybe like this. Yeah, I like that. That's so good. Okay, it's looking good. She's looking so cute already. I love her. I love her. Okay, and oh, freckles would be so cute. I'm trying not to give her like the regular, a little bit nerdy look because she's a writer, but I don't know. Freckles are usually associated with nerds for some reason, which I don't know who made that up. Everybody has, a lot of people have freckles. It's so weird. A lot of making a sim is just filling out, like playing around with it until you feel like you like it. Like it doesn't really matter how your sims look as long as you like it. It's your game. You do whatever you want. Okay? If you are making a sim and you like it, that's good enough. Maybe one day you'll change up how you like your sims and you'll look back and be like, oh, this is, why did I make my sim like this? Yuck. It's possible. It happened to me. Okay? I thought I was eating. Okay? I even made cast videos. I thought I was eating. And I just don't like them anymore. I actually, every time I see them in my game like that, I want to rage. Oh, that's so cute. That added so much to her face. I can't decide now. I like this. And these Siberia Winds like eyelids are so cute because you can even make them so like they're not the same on both sides, which I think is such a small detail that is so just cute. Like that's realistic. Sometimes your eyelids don't look exactly the same on both eyes, and that's okay. Next. Oh, I breezed right past this one. This is little details. Oop, I don't know who it's by. Hold on. Funnily enough, these little details are by the same person that made the skin blend. So the skin blend and the skin overlay. So yeah, and I usually add the same ones every time, or like not the same exact ones, but the same areas of the face. So like usually forehead, nose, above the lip, and lips is what I will add from this pack. So there's 3 different forehead ones, but typically sometimes I'll do this. I mean, it just depends on the sim, but I think for her, she does kind of have like a wider eyebrow thing happening. So I'm gonna do this one. But most often I put this one, but I think this one just works better with her face. And then I have them in different areas so I can layer them. So then here we'll maybe do something with the nose, possibly. Oh, I like that. See how that kind of, I don't know, that just jumped out to me. I don't know if you guys noticed the difference. I was changing like these little things inside her nose, or like the shadows of her nose. I don't know what I would call that actually, but and then for the next area, I would usually do like the lips. And these things on the lips, I don't know how I ever lived without having these. Like the lips just look so flat without something happening. Like this is so realistic. I don't know, it just adds more, a little tinge of realism to the more Maxis look, right? But there's a bunch of them, so you could, how far does it go? Okay, it goes to here. But there's this one. Again, which one I pick just depends on the sim. More often than not, I pick one of these two. But for her, I'm gonna do this one. I do usually like to give them a little bit of a wrinkle. These are my favorite kind of wrinkles when they're like transitioning from young adult to adult, right? The Sims ones are so drastic. Like they automatically get the big old forehead wrinkles and the, listen, that's not how my Sims age, okay? I do want her to have this. They look a little bit like dimples, but I don't know if that's actually what they're supposed to be. Oh yeah, dimple. And then my signature, literally I put on every single one of my Sims, is this nose highlight. And then I go to the once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. But I put it on literally every single Sim. If I've made a Sim, I put that nose highlight on. Like, I don't know when I started doing it, but I put it on the least saturation. And yeah, so that's her face. I think she's so cute. She's so freaking cute. All right, now clothing. Oh wait, I do want to change her hair, I think. Well, let me just try other hairs. Let's see. Maybe I still want her to have like a natural hair, or more natural hair. I don't think I want to cover up her ears. I think I want her to have earrings, and she also needs glasses. So now we've moved on from the most detailed part, and now everything else from this point forward, I base on like what I plan to do with the Sim. So say if I'm making her for a challenge, I would, in the first generation, is she needs to do farming. So I try to embody what I think a girl who started working in farming would wear or whatever, if that makes sense. I like that doesn't make sense, but everything else moving forward is based on what you want, what you're having the Sim do. That's how I go about it. So like I said, she's gonna be a writer, so I was thinking like, I don't know, something back a little bit maybe. All right, let's move forward with this one. I think I might change it, but we're just gonna put some glasses on her for now because she does need glasses, and I'm taking a long time. I gotta be real. I'm gonna obviously try and cut this some, but oh, those are cute. Oh, is that the only? I feel like I'm about to not do the glasses actually. They at least don't go with this hair. So, like I said, I might change it. Okay, I'm gonna go with this hair because I have a vision, right? I need to go into here and put baby hairs, which are custom content, which is crazy that I'm drawing the line for custom content at some spots, but other spots I'm not. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I like her. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, now outfit, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, this is how I this is the process, right? So we got her face. It did take her face and her hair, it took a minute. Okay, I wasn't sure about anything, right? But I went with this because it's back, it's natural and black and gorgeous, right? So the barrel twists on the locks, love it. Glasses, I think I'm gonna go with them. EA, please make the lens of the glasses clear. Like, update the game in one of the million updates that you have, and make the lens of the glasses clear. Literally, please. I'm begging. Okay, these glasses are so cute, but why are the lens this color? But yes, so this is Courtney Crenshaw in her face. Yes, and now we need to do her fit. So like I said, professional writing major, I'm thinking some kind of long skirt and a top, like maybe like a graphic tee or like a layered something happening up top. She is still young, right? So she doesn't need to look, I feel like her glasses do make her look a little bit older, but she's college age. So maybe like her second year in college, maybe her third year in college. So she's almost done. So she's in her 20s. And if I don't have like something in mind, like this will take even longer. So I have to come into it with like some kind of very general plan. Because if I don't, I'm cooked. I think this is so cute. Is there a color that I like enough to choose this? I kind of like the blue. If I do this, I wouldn't do the long skirt. Okay, I did something a little bit crazy. I think I like these pants for her. Okay, hold on. What did it do to me? I think I like these pants. I know that might be crazy. Okay, don't hate the messenger, guys. Ignore her toes because I have a foot overlay. I feel like she would wear these clogs. Is her fit trash or is she eating? I don't know. I think it's a toss-up, truthfully. No, I don't like these shoes. But I think that this kind of works. Hold on, let me take all this stuff away. I feel like this kind of gives newspaper. It adds a little bit of extra personality to her. She's got a simple thing going on up here. I think it works. Now, if you guys hate the fit, just don't tell me. Just don't say you hate the fit, okay? I can't take it. I'm just kidding. It's okay to hate the fit, but... Well, I actually don't hate black and white. Her foot is too wide. Now she got a baby foot. Let's lengthen them toes. Okay, I don't hate that. I feel like this is a realistic outfit, you know? Very cute. Her outfit is different. I've literally never used these pants, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I love her. Let's set her aspiration. Now, we don't really have to do this part. But we're gonna do creativity and we're gonna do best-selling author. Because I think alongside her professional job, she also wants to write creatively. And yeah, we're going to say she is ambitious because my girl is serious about her work. She don't play. And she hates children. And she is a bookworm. Courtney Crenshaw. Wait, can I do...
Me boon Grosh.
Nah, that's her voice for Charlie. And then her walk, I think she definitely just has the standard walk. It's not like Minecraft walking. Or she has this walk.
Hey.
Oh, I think she might have this walk. Alright. That is how I make my Sims, y'all. That is how. I definitely had to cut a couple things because I spent a long time on the hair, but that's realistic. Honestly, this might be the shortest amount of time I've ever spent on a Sim. I gotta be real, because I have like 7 more outfits to go. So, yeah. But we'll get a close-up for Miss Courtney Crenshaw. Miss Courtney Crenshaw. Her full outfit, a little spin. And that is her. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was very different. I know I probably didn't articulate everything exactly how it should be articulated, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. If you're curious about any of like the custom content or the whatever, and I didn't include it in the description, I do have a CC Tumblr blog that's also linked in the description. So definitely check it out. All the CC that I get is either from there or from Pinterest, usually from Tumblr. I used to use Pinterest, I don't really anymore. But that is going to be all for this video. If you guys did like the video, make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an upload or stream. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!